in and you have to log in. So that is the first thing. No installation required, no setup required initially. Fine. You straight away your login ID password is created and you get to see the screen. Okay, it's a web-based application. So till the time you are paying to Salesforce, your login is active. The moment you say that no, I don't want your services anymore, your login will be disabled. So that is the thing. All right. Now this is the screen. Let us understand what do we have on the screen. At the top right corner, you see this drop down where sales is written, right? This is the applications drop down. So you have all the apps listed here. Sales, call center, marketing, community, app launcher, site.com. So whatever you have, all those things are listed here. All your applications are listed here. Okay, so I think in our discussion that we were having yesterday, we talked about we were talking about this thing. What do you call it? The CRM side of it, right? The customer relationship management. So if you consider customer relationship management, it has a few sections or stages. Let's say initially you do the marketing and then you do the try to do the sales and then you try to do the customer service, right? So CRM is also not just one thing. It's a combination of a few things. So marketing is there, sales is there, customer support is there, so that sort of things, right? That is one part of it. But Salesforce can be used for CRM. Salesforce can also be used for other things, right? Like let's say something which is not a customer relationship management related stuff. Think of something like a human resource management. Think of inventory management, right? So Salesforce nowadays is kind of considered as a complete ERP solution rather than just being considered as a CRM solution, right? So you have things like inventory management, asset management, vendor management, supplier management. These things can also be done, right? So for that reason, you need different apps. The way we can see here, sales, call center, marketing. So you can create more apps and those will be listed here. Okay. So this drop down is basically the applications drop down. So right now we are into sales application. Fine. This will take you to the help and all. Then the setup link. So if you click on the setup, it will open the complete setup menu in the left hand side. So on the left hand side you see a big menu, administer, build. This is the setup menu. Okay. So in case you are not able to see the setup menu on the left side, you just need to go and click on setup. The moment you click on setup here, you see the complete menu on the left hand side. Right. So that's the setup menu. Now you see your name here. If you go to your name, click on your name and there you will find my settings. If you click on my settings, this will take you to your personal settings. On the left hand side you will see my settings and all, right? So in case you want to do your personal setting and all, you should go to your name, click on that and click on my settings to do the personal setting and stuff. In case you want to do any sort of setup, so setup basically includes, setup menu includes everything which can be done on this, right? Starting from putting the data into the system, to customizing it, to building new things on it, everything comes under setup. Automation. So whatever you have to do it through setup. So this is the menu, right? So we just saw that we have an application drop down here. Which application we want to see, that will be available here. We can select one of the applications from this applications drop down. We will have the setup menu to do any sort of changes, and we do have my settings where we can go and make changes to our personal settings. Clear? Okay. The first thing, once you have created a login, first thing I would want to tell you is, in case you want to change your personal setup or personal settings rather, right? Something as simple as your name, email ID, or password. So in case you want to change those things, go to my settings, go to personal, click on personal information, and you will have the option of changing your first name in whatever you have put while creating it, and you want to change that, you can come here and change it. Your nickname, phone, extension, fax, mobile, street, city, whatever you want, you can put it here, right? Want to change your password, time zone, these things can be done easily from here. So that's your personal setting thing. Anyone has a question on how to change your personal settings? This is the simplest thing. I mean, I just want to tell you that where you can go to change your login ID or name or password thing. So you just need to go to my settings and change these things. Clear on this? Now once this has been done, let us understand it step by step. Let's say you are running a business. Okay, let's take a scenario that there's a business. Let's say there is this company called ABC Limited. Okay, and they want to start using Salesforce for the CRM that they have, the CRM data that they have. So they want to start using Salesforce. So the first thing that they do is they approach Salesforce and they get their login ID password. So you got the login ID password, right? So how it works, I'll tell you. This company might have 10-20 users. Okay, let's say this company has 20 users, so they have applied for 20 licenses. So Salesforce.com will do what? They will create one login ID and password and give it to this company. Okay, and from this one login password, from this login, the first user who logs in, let's say I am the first user who logs in. After getting into my login, I have that option of creating users, creating other users. So in the setup, if you see, there is an option of creating other users. You can manage users from here. So Salesforce.com, even if you ask them for 20 licenses or 50 licenses, they will just create the first login and give it to you. So one of your company's users will take that login ID password, login into it, and then start creating login password for others. So they don't create all the users or licenses and give it to you. Licenses they provide, but users you can create later on. They will create the first one and give it to you, right? So that is how it's going to work. So let us start understanding how the setup will be done. So you just took the login ID password from Salesforce, they have provided it to you. So the next thing that you do is you will do your personal setup in case you want to do it, right? So let's say you have received the first login ID password. You go into it, you try to change your password and all those things, because that is something which was created by Salesforce.com. You do it. Okay. The next thing that you will need to do is you will need to set up your organization. Setting up your organization means put the details of the company. Okay, so your company's name is ABC Limited. You will have a phone number, fax, and all these things. So that is what we will do next. So for setting up company, we need to go to the setup menu, click on setup, then go to company profile, and then go to company information. So in the company information, as you can see right now, the organization name is undefined. So you can click on edit and define your company's name. Let's say ABC Limited is the name of your company. If there's a phone number, fax number, street, city, whatever you want to put in case you want to provide that information, right? So this is the basic information of your company. Then the locale settings of your company. Locale settings means set up the currency in which your company deals in, the time zone, and the language. So yeah, uses US currency you want to use, or you want to use Malaysian currency or Pakistani currency. So which currency you want to use, you will have to select that, right? Time zone, you have to select which time zone your company operates in. Okay, and these are all useful information. So wherever there is a currency transaction, wherever you want to store information about currency, it will take the currency symbol from what you have defined here. So same way, if there is anything to do with time, it will consider the specific time in case you have selected this. Okay, and language also, you have to select which language you want to deal into. You want French or Russian or English, right? So Salesforce is something which is not being used only by countries which speak English, right? It is being used by other countries also. So for that, they have provided different languages. So language and all is there. So this is the first kind of setup that you do for your company. So create, once you log in into it, do your personal setting, then go to the company setup and put the name of the company and do the locale setting for the company, the currency that you want to use, the time zone that you want to use, and the language that you want to use for your company. Okay. The next thing that you do set here is under company profile is your fiscal year. Fiscal year is the financial year, your company's financial year, right? Why do we need to set the financial year here?